You are listening to WCB Newsline. Unleashed.
Well, welcome to another edition of our WCB Newsline Unleashed podcast. Today, Reginald George, Heather Mears, and Sarah Kolat are here to talk about the Pacific Northwest Ballet and their new adventures in audio description. So welcome, Sarah.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here today.
Yay.
We're excited to have you. We're excited that you're actually doing audio description. It's an amazing thing for us. I myself am a lifelong lover of dance of all kinds, and it's really very exciting to me that now they're getting into the audio description that can allow us the opportunity to experience more than just the music.
Wonderful. I can't wait to talk about it.
So why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about the process of acquiring the audio description and maybe a little bit about the technology that you're using and how we can attend the performances.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this program has been started as a part of a grant from the MJ Murdoch Charitable Trust to increase specifically audio dance description as an accessibility service. And PNB, especially coming out of the pandemic, has been increasing our accessibility services on many fronts, multiple fronts. In 2021, we added sensory-friendly performances and sensory guides to all of our performances. So we have specific sensory-friendly performances, and then every rep that we do, which we have 6 reps a year, plus the Nutcracker, each has a sensory guide. And we also incorporated a pay what you can night, the Thursdays of each of our regular repertory performances, which offers a $5 or as low as $5 ticket. And so this is the next iteration of accessibility and growing our audience base and offering opportunities for audiences to come in different ways and experience the ballet. So this program has been in development, this specific one, for the last year. And I was put in charge of this program. My background is in music and in sound art. And we thought that I would be a good person to understand how an audio description can be part of the artistic experience and have a really nuanced understanding of how sound is art. And so I sought out a blind dancer and teacher and audio dance advocate. Her name is Krishna Washburn, and she runs an institution called Darkroom Ballet out of New York. And she does audio description training online for free all over the country and in the UK as well.
That's awesome.
She's amazing, and she's so enthusiastic. And I had the opportunity to connect with her about why ballet companies haven't really added this in a really meaningful way. There's definitely like the company that's offering it as a one-off a couple times a year, or they're offering it, every performance, but they're not paying their describers. It's not really been done in a way that I feel it's taking the service itself really seriously as a component of the artistic experience. And our goal here at Pacific Northwest Ballet is to have every audience member experience dance in the way that they can experience it. And so we're looking to make audio description a artistic layer on top of what is happening in the hall with the dance. So
yeah, and this is a really different version of audio description as compared to what you would hear on movies or TV programs, because for one, there's no dialogue. Secondly, there's so much emotion involved in dance, and that is something that's typically not portrayed in regular audio description. So how are you managing that part?
Yeah, so that's such a great question, because it's a huge component of Krishna's training and how she trains audio describers specifically for dance is that you don't want to, you can't just be completely neutral because you don't have dialogue. You have to convey emotion. You have to make that emotional response part of the description. And so it's included in the audio description. And we get to that in different ways. Our audio describer, her name is Allison Osborne. She's been describing for close to 2 decades and worked in dance specifically for a very long time, but she's a theater artist and describer and teacher. And she's been doing interviews with our dancers. She's been watching old recordings of these same dancers and asking questions about, how are they feeling at this moment? And in developing her script, she's incorporating that into the experience.
That's beautiful. And what about costuming?
So she has all of those resources to describe what people, what is on stage and incorporate that as well into the description and into the script.
That's amazing. Oh, so exciting. So what about the technology that you're using to do the actual audio description? Because I know a lot of our blind community is working on these things at local levels, trying to get audio description in like local theaters, baseball games, things like that, and trying to determine what kind of technology to use to do that has been a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, well, I'm happy to speak to it as far as what I know and what I've spoken to Krishna about. So we perform at McCall Hall, which is owned by the city of Seattle. So the technology is owned by them and kept up by them. But they use an infrared system. It's a Sennheiser system. And in my research, like early on in this project was to see, oh, well, do we want something that's going to be like on a phone, like a phone app that everyone can tap into, or like a Bluetooth device or something of that sort? And what became clear is that the infrared technology is tried and true. It works. Bluetooth can be really unstable. And so even though it's an older technology, it's reliable. And if theaters are looking to incorporate a new system, infrared is really going to be the way to go.
What are your thoughts on that, Reg?
So you're giving out headsets to the people
Yes.
that will do the audio description. Yeah. On our efforts, we're trying to come up with something so that people can bring their own devices, but that is definitely proving to be a little bit more challenging. And also outdoors, I'm not sure how well the infrared is going to work. So it doesn't work for everything, but for what you guys are doing, it definitely sounds like the best way to go there.
I was going to ask,
Yeah.
I know that I did look at like the Seattle Mariners to see what they were using, if they were using an infrared system. But I know that they have audio description. I just am not sure what type of device they're using.
Yeah. That's something that we still have to look into. But you told me earlier you were trying to get ready for your season to open this week, and I'm sure that's huge
Yeah.
undertaking. Is that starting this weekend or?
So our season opened actually in September, our first rep of the season. We have 6 repertory performances a year, and so our second one opens on Friday night, and then our first audio described performance is our Saturday matinee, so November 2nd. That's what I'm preparing for right now because we're going to have this this launch of a new program for us, and so there are always the hurdles and the what's going to happen. I'm not really sure what to expect and preparing as well as I can for the launch of the program. And then we're going to be showing afterwards, after the performance, we're going to be showing a dance film called Telephone. That's a fully accessible dance film that includes audio description, ASL, and live captioning, or not live captioning, but captioning. And so we're showing that as part of the launch of this program after the
Yes,
matinee.
I really want to see that. So the show Saturday, November 2nd is going to be what?
It's an all Balanchine an all balancing repertoire. So
Mhm.
it's a performance square dance, Stravinsky violin concerto, and Prodigal Son.
And then they're starting Nutcracker when?
Then we start Nutcracker on November 29th,
Hmm.
the day after Thanksgiving, and it runs for the
Hmm.
month of December. We have 3 audio described performances of the Nutcracker this year.
Are you
And then
combining the sensory and audio described on the same performance days, or?
So yes, so we have an evening and a matinee earlier in the run, and then we are doing audio described um, during the sensory friendly as well.
And the sensory friendly, your main change to the performances for that is providing the headphones
So we provide
to people.
headphones, sensory kits, quiet stations. The lights are up at like half level in the house, so it's not quite as dark. And we have in and out privileges. So if families need to take a break, they can go out and come back into the hall. So there are just adjustments made in that way. I think that we have some little adjustments to like some strobe lights as well, so that that sensory aspect is lowered.
That's
Sure.
fascinating. Yeah.
Wow, what a wonderful thing that you all are doing. I'm so excited to actually attend a performance this year. What are the other shows that you're going to be doing?
So we have a world premiere production of The Sleeping Beauty in February, and that performance is on February 2nd at 1 p.m. that we'll be doing audio description for. And then in April, we have a production of Romeo and Juliet. That is absolutely stunning. I think it's my favorite full length that we do,
Mm.
and that is on April 12th at 2 p.m.
All right. So here's the big question. How do we get tickets or attend the audio description versions?
Okay, so if you would like to come to the audio description performances, first of all, this first one in November on November 2nd, it's our first time out and the tickets are free. So if you would like to attend and bring a friend, we have comp tickets for this weekend. The other tickets are $20 a piece, and those are subsidized by the Murdoch Trust, Charitable Trust. To come to get tickets, you can go to pnb.org and there is an accessibility section, and under it is audio described performances, and it will take you to the schedule and allow you to buy tickets. And what I can do is I'll send you the link so you can get right to it. And we have a code, it's audio 25 for purchasing tickets. And then also you can call our box office, and our box office is going to be really happy to help set tickets up for any of the performances.
Well,
And
do you
can
have
you give that box office phone number?
206-441-2424.
Say that again, please.
206-441-2424. The other thing that I was going to mention is that on November 13th, we are going to do a digital screen of the telephone film, and we're going to have a Q&A with Krishna Washburn and Heather Shaw, who are the two filmmakers. So it's free, it's open to anyone, and it's just going to be on Zoom. So I hope that people come and attend, and it's open and it's welcome for anyone.
so you can send us the link to that performance as
I
well?
absolutely.
Excellent.
The film is going to be on Zoom, but not the actual ballet performance, right?
Correct. So this is
Yeah.
it's just a secondary screening of the film. And this is the first time that the film has been screened in Seattle. And we're really excited to support this project and the way that, Krishna and Heather envision accessible dance films. So we're really excited to support that and have it as part of this program. The
Yeah. How
other
long is it? And can you tell us what that film's about?
Yeah, so it's 43 minutes, And I'm just going to read the description for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So Telephone is an activist screen dance documentary celebrating emotionally rich, poetic audio description for dance, which allows blind and visually impaired people to be included fully in the joy of artistic expression. The first of its kind, Telephone was created specifically with a visually impaired audience in mind while facilitating an immersive sensory experience for audience members of all sight levels. Featuring diverse disabled and non-disabled artists from across the globe, the film demystifies and legitimizes audio description not just as an access tool, but as a beautiful, rich art form in its own right.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it. Hear the dance.
Yes, and Allison is our audio describer, is a part of that film.
So maybe on a follow-up podcast, we could do a little interview with Allison as well. That might be fun.
I think Allison would love that. Absolutely.
Let her get a few under her belt and see how it goes, and
Exactly.
We'll follow up later.
Yeah, and then the other thing I was going to mention is that the Seattle Cultural Accessibility Coalition has worked with the organization Encore, which publishes a lot of arts programs in Seattle. They have started an accessibility calendar, and I'm going to share that out with you. It's updated by different organizations to share out all of the accessibility programming that we do. So, STG has audio description, as does Seattle Opera and the Fifth Avenue Theater. All of these orgs have these services. And this is one place where they're going to be all collected together so people can go and find out what's going on in town.
Well, I am so happy to see that accessibility on every level is becoming a more prominent feature in the arts because, all of us don't love sports or other things. Arts are very important to me. So I love that this has become a priority to make things accessible. And I just really thank you for being here with us today to talk about this. And if you have any other comments, now would be the time.
Well, I thank you for reaching out to me. And I can't wait to have you attend the ballet. We're so excited for this program and to, grow our PNB community.
Yes.
We're so happy about this program and excited to see where it takes us.
Well, thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you.
Hear the dance.
Hear the dance.
Hear the dance.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
This podcast was made in association with Washington Council of the Blind's Newsline publication. You can contact us at the wcbnewsline@gmail.com.
And we'd like to extend a thank you to Kevin McLeod at Incompetech.com for his use of the song Life of Riley. Thank you so much for listening, and tune in for our next episode or check out previous episodes.